What's up, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Money. I'm super happy to have you guys here because yesterday was a pretty big day for the Shiba Inu coin, and it'll probably actually be a few days once I get everything edited and published and uploaded and all that done. But Shiba Inu was listed on Coinbase Pro, and that is huge news. That's huge news for this coin or any other, smaller coin that is trying to get more exposure in order to grow, because any of these catalytic events like getting listed on a new exchange often brings in more money, more exposure, and all of the things that you want in order for your crypto project to grow. When that happened, that also went along with some very positive news for the cryptocurrency market in general. And the biggest thing being that Elon Musk has again kind of reversed his stance on Bitcoin. And he said that Tesla will again start accepting Bitcoin for the purpose of purchasing Tesla automobiles if they can start getting more of their mining energy from renewable resources. And really, this is kind of a sidebar, but that is one of the things that I dislike the most about cryptocurrencies, is how really one guy can have such a massive swing on the market, and that's that's never really sat well with me. For the Shiba Inu coin, all this news, especially being listed on Coinbase Pro, ended up netting a 35% pop in the price of the coin. And we'll look at the chart here in a minute and show you all these things. But it also ended up with a 300% increase in the trading volume. And that's always good to see more people moving money, mainly in and out, but mainly into the Shiba Inu coin, which is also easily seen when we pop into the chart. But that is compared to a steady decline that we've had going on since May 10th, when the Shiba Inu coin hit a high price of 0.00003628, and it has essentially continued to decline in price since then, and in many ways has just traded sideways in recent weeks. So what I want to do first is I want to look at the chart and just kind of go over what has happened with the Shiba Inu coin since it has been listed on Coinbase Pro, and how important it is for these major exchanges and major catalytic events are in any coin's history. So when we get to look at this, you can see that it had essentially been trading, basically sideways with a downward deflection down here into, 0.50s in 5, and it kind of just hovered around there for a couple days, and then again sideways at around the 0.50s, and then 7, 8, 9 is where it's been for a little while. And then essentially when it got listed on Coinbase Pro, boom, a jump up here. We nearly took a zero off. We got up to, let's see here if I can get the cursor right on it. It's about 0.509251 or so. And then if you guys look down here, the trading volume is pretty high up until the news kind of wears off, and it sort of just falls out of vogue for the minute. And since that high, it's again just kind of traded downward every single day with some little bumps here and there. But the thing that I want to focus on really on this chart is a lot of times you'll see on Twitter or Reddit or YouTube, the presenter will take and they will focus in on just this little bit right here, and they'll make this graphic and they'll be like, look at this spike, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon with this. And that's when you really got to be careful, because if you take that chart out to like 3 months or probably even just 1 month, you'll see that compared to a recent high that it's had, which was 0.40s, and I think it was like 3.6, it has essentially been steadily falling, and our little blip here for listing on Coinbase Pro is sort of just a bump in the road on the rest of the path. One thing to look at always is take that 1 day chart and always blow it out to a month or 3 months to see how far we can go, because I'd hate for you guys to fall prey to one of these presenters out there, these creators, that's basically just saying to the moon, to the moon, to the moon all the time, without really having anything to back it up. That kind of stuff kind of drives me crazy, because what we are doing here is dealing with your money. This is our financial future. This is your financial future. And so if you're making these investments based on bad advice where people are just simply parroting to the moon, $1 is possible, 1 cent, 10 cents, without having any really math to back it up, I just don't like that. I don't want that for my viewers, and I'll never be that kind of person. I'm always going to give it to you straight with whatever I think that the outcome is going to be. But let's look at some things that are really going to be catalysts for the growth of this coin and can really raise the price of it over time. So if you've watched some other videos that I put out on this subject, you know that my opinion is that the fundamentals just do not work for this coin to grow on just, money coming in and being able to increase the price of the coins, increase the price of the market cap, because there are 395 trillion coins in circulation. There is also no burn mechanism in writing. There's no confirmation of any of that anywhere. So unless people voluntarily burn their own assets, which I never think is a great idea to prop up the value of a coin, because if you need to burn the value of this coin in order for it to go up in value, my recommendation, what I will do if it comes down to that, is I will just invest in a different coin, because there are a slew of different coins, and burning your own assets to prop up the value of a coin, I think is silly, in my opinion. So we need these catalysts, like listing on Coinbase Pro, like listing on crypto.com. Listing on Coinbase regular would be a great thing. Listing on Robinhood. And I don't really care what your opinion of Robinhood is. I know that everyone is not crazy about it because of their shutting off of trades when people want to trade when volatility is high, like for example in the GameStop short squeeze. I understand why people don't like Robinhood, but it is a major trading platform that is widely used, in just the exposure and the ability for people to put money into Shiba Inu coin would be a gigantic positive for this coin and for the price of this coin in the future. And then listing on any other exchanges, such as like Webull, anything like that is going to be very bullish for the price of the coin. And if you can get these happening in succession, like it's on Coinbase Pro now, it's on Robinhood, in the next 2 weeks to a month, there is a change.org petition going on to try to get it listed on Robinhood. Last I checked, it had like 160,000 signatures. They were looking for like 200,000 to put at the top percentages of the amount, or of the petitions on change.org. And then if you could get it listed on Webull, if we could get Shiba Swap to come out, that would be a major catalyst for this, because that would add some legitimacy to the coin, that the developers are working on it in the background, that they are working on this project still, and that there is support and that there is follow through for these things. Really, even just listing a projected release date for Shiba Swap, I think would go a long way to really boosting the price of the Shiba Inu token. Those types of things are what we need in order to get more exposure to this coin, to get more momentum, because this is going to be a momentum play. Because for us to get this up to like 1 cent, or even like a tenth or 100th of a cent, would take far too much money coming in to get it there. So it has to be a momentum deal where it pops up and it's basically just pumped up to the point where we want it to be, where people can either cash out and get their profits, which is what I think will happen. I think it'll be a lot like the first little pump on this, where it goes up and then it basically steadily declines over time. But momentum will be the key to future pumps. It will be the key to future increases, and it will be the key to any moonshot going forward with this coin. Guys, if you like this video, if you like the content I make here, please give this a big thumbs up. I want to try to be reasonable with this Shiba Inu coin. I did put a small amount of money into it on a bet, so I am hoping that it goes up by several hundred or maybe several thousandths of a percent. I really don't see a mechanism for it going any higher than that. I don't see 1 cent or $1 anytime in the near future. Not to say that it can't happen, but this is not like Dogecoin. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button down below, because I'm going to be putting out a video on the differences, and we're going to get down deep into the differences between Dogecoin and Shiba Inu coin, and why people said that Dogecoin could not get to where it is today, and they were proven wrong, and why that isn't necessarily the case for the Shiba Inu token. Guys, I appreciate you watching today, and I will see you on the next one.